In this video, I'm going to show you the best at-home lower back strengthening exercises. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, I'm going to show safe, effective, at-home strengthening exercises for the lower back. All of these exercises are going to do dynamic movements. That's going through many ranges of motion to target many muscle groups in a little amount of time. All of these exercises are going to hit different muscle groups that help support the lumbar spine. So go through all of them and go with what you feel is the most effective. As a bonus, all of these exercises don't require any special equipment. So let's get started and strengthen the lower back right now. With this lower back strengthening exercise, we're going to focus on a core dominant exercise that will help stabilize the lumbar spine. It's also going to work the lower back and the legs pretty much all across the pelvis and hips too. It's known as a wall or door push dead bug. I'm going to lay flat on my back next to a door or a wall. Let's bend the elbows at 90 degrees like this, make fists, and press into the door as much as we can comfortably. When we do this, you're going to feel it pretty much start to activate into the core. It's going to offer a nice stable anchor point. What I'm going to do from there is lift my legs up like this, almost bent at 90 degrees. The hips and the knees, try to get them in a nice straight line. The movement from here is very easy. What I'm going to do is press into the door as much as I can and then lower one leg down until the knee is straight. You do not want to let the heel touch the floor. Just let it hover an inch or two above. Try to hold this position for about 5 seconds. From there, come back up and then alternate to the other leg. You're going to feel the core muscles engage, lower back, across the hips, into the legs. It's just a great, easy way to keep the spine straight and do a very good strengthening exercise into the core and lower back. Do this nice and slow, and you want to do 10 to 15 repetitions on both sides. Without a doubt, one of the best ways to strengthen the lower back and hit all of the major muscle groups that help support the spine is with the bridge exercise. I'm going to show 3 different variations that are each going to target a different major muscle group that helps the lower back. The first one is known as a low back or pelvic bridge. You just need to lay flat. You can do this one in bed or on the floor. What I'm going to do is just bend my knees like this. Feet are going to be flat. I just lift my butt up towards the ceiling as much as I can. The big focus with this one is to get a nice straight line from the knees to the hips to the shoulders. When you do this, you should feel the core muscles engage, lower back, butt across the pelvis and hips. This is a great way to strengthen the lower back while keeping the spine neutral or straight, so it's very safe and also very effective. You want to hold this position for about 10 to 15 seconds. If you would like, you can challenge yourself and hold it longer, but just do it to a comfortable exercise or a comfortable stretch, I should say. Once you're needing a breather, just lower your butt like this and simply repeat this up to 5 to 10 times. The second variation, we're going to target a little bit more on the back of the leg with the hamstrings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to angle my toes up towards the ceiling and place my weight into my heels, and then do that same maneuver that we did earlier, lifting the butt up towards the ceiling as much as we can. The big difference with this one is you're going to feel it a lot into the hamstrings, into the back of the leg. So really focus on getting those pretty much activated. Really focus on the back of the legs with these ones. Again, you can hold this one for 10 to 15 seconds or longer if you feel comfortable, but just take a breather every so often and repeat this one up to 10 times. For the last variation, we're going to do what is known as a frog bridge. This one is going to hit more across the glute and buttocks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my toes pointed up, but I'm going to put my heels together like this. What this will do is open the knees. So focus on taking the knees down as much as we can so you get a nice hip stretch while we do this also. From there, lift the butt up again. But this one is going to activate into the glutes, so really focus on that area. Again, 10 to 15 second holds. When you need, take a breather and then just simply repeat this one up to 10 times. But it's just a great way to focus all across the lower back into the core and really help strengthen the muscles that support the lumbar spine. With this extension-based exercise, we're going to focus on strengthening the erector spinae muscles, those muscles that help you stand up straight with good posture. Let's do this one at the edge of a bed. What I'm going to do is just place my upper body slightly off the edge of a bed to the point where the shoulders are just off a little bit. I'm just going to cross my arms like this. The movement from here is very simple. What I'm doing is I'm lifting my shoulders, my upper back, into extension. When you do this, you want the hips, the lower back to lay flat. Only your upper back is going up. Once we feel those muscles in the lower back engaged, try to hold this one for about 10 to 15 seconds. From there, you just take a breather, relax, and then repeat this one up to 5 times. To make this more challenging, just slide off a little bit more. The more that your upper body is off that flat surface, the more challenging this is going to get. If you want to take this one to the next level, what we can do is incorporate more or less a Superman exercise into this. So let's lift the upper back as much as we can, but we're going to straighten the legs and then lift the legs up also. When you do this, it feels great in the lower back. It can become very challenging. But you just want to do this one for up to 10 seconds. You're just going to relax, take a breather, and then repeat this one up to 5 times. What we can do from here to make this even more challenging is add a little bit of a rotational component in there to really target those erector spinae. What I'm going to do is lift up again, but I'm going to lift one elbow up towards the ceiling. When you do this, you're going to feel the upper back muscles really start to engage. So again, go up as far as you feel comfortable. Hold this one for about 10 seconds. You're just going to relax, take a breather, and then repeat it on the other side. If you do feel that one side feels just a little bit more weak, really focus on throwing some more repetitions in there and help strengthen that movement. But you want to do this one for about 5 complete repetitions on both sides, and focus on each repetition, trying to lift that elbow up even more to get a little bit more out of that exercise. So a muscle that is commonly overlooked when it comes to lower back pain is the quadratus lumborum, or QL muscle. It runs pretty much off to the side of the spine. What I'm going to do is what is known as a half crunch wall lean, and it's very easy to do. I just go next to a door or a wall. I'm going to place my feet flat against it, knees bent roughly at 90 degrees. We want the legs nice and relaxed during this exercise. What I'm going to do is straighten my arms, place my hands off to the side. Let's start off with a basic crunch. What I'm going to do is just lift my head up like this and my shoulders too. We want to engage the core only. It should not feel like the legs are getting any activation with this. Once we hit that point, I'm going to lift my hands up like this, and I'm going to just simply lean in one direction towards the door. In this case, I'm going towards my right. When you do this, you're going to feel it activate off to the side right here. That's that quadratus lumborum muscle. What you want to do is hold this one for about 5 to 10 seconds. You're just going to take a breather, and then you're just going to repeat this then on the other side. Nice, slow, controlled movements. And with each repetition, try to focus on taking your fingers further towards the door, because it will help strengthen the quadratus lumborum muscle just a little bit more. But you want to do this for roughly 5 to 10 repetitions on both sides. For this lower back strengthening exercise, we're going to focus a little bit more on the pelvis, hips, glutes, buttocks. It's a 2-part exercise. We just need a flat elevated surface. You can use the edge of a bed, couch, or a sturdy chair. I'm also going to start off on the knees, so make sure to put a pillow or towel underneath them for extra comfort. Let's go up to that flat elevated surface. I'm just going to cross my arms over like this and place my forehead on my arms for a stable anchor point. From here, what I want to do is a simple kickback. I'm just going to lift one leg up like this, foot goes up towards the ceiling. When you do this, you're going to feel the core muscles, low back muscles, hip muscles across the pelvis really start to fire all the way down into the legs. Only go to your comfort level. You want to hold this position for about 5 to 10 seconds. From there, relax, take a breather, and then just go to the other side and do the same thing. You want to do this one very slow for about 5 to 10 repetitions on both sides. With each repetition, focus on raising the leg up even more to help strengthen those muscles even further.
From here, we're going to go into what is called the fire hydrant, and you'll see why they call it this. Instead of lifting the leg up, what I'm going to do is just lift my whole side up like this. My leg and my upper body rotated up towards the ceiling. When you do this, you're going to feel the muscles across the hip into the pelvis, glute, buttock really start to fire. Try to hold this for about 5 to 10 seconds. From there, you're just going to relax, take a breather, and then just simply repeat on the other side. With each repetition, try to raise the leg up towards the ceiling even more to strengthen those muscles. But 5 complete repetitions on both sides.
If you liked the video and got a lot of relief, please show us your support by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to our channel too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.